Hey guys, I'm Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop Flosstube, and we have a brand new club at Fat Quarter Shop that I want to introduce to you, and I'm going to show you how you can frame it. So it's called Snapshots. The designer is Pine Mountain Designs, and in your club you're going to get a 10 count cloth every month. That is a big piece. You're going to get all the DMC floss and the pattern, and it's going to be wonderful. It's a monthly club, January through December. So you can see this is January, this is May, and I'm going to show you all of the patterns now. And what we're doing is we're picking our own colors so it has a great Fat Quarter Shop look to it. In your club will be a conversion chart, and it's going to show you the original colors and our colors, so it'll be really easy to follow. And I'm going to show you all of the patterns. So the one I just showed you is January, and remember all of the colors will be changed to be more Fat Quarter Shop friendly. February, March, April, May, which you can see the wonderful colors here that we picked, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. And these are going to be a great cross stitch snapshot, and because it's a snapshot we decided to frame it in a wonderful 8x10 frame. And now I'm going to do a framing tutorial to show you how you can frame this super easy. So to frame you just need some simple supplies that you might already have at home. I'm going to use batting, a 8x10 sticky board, which this is the most important thing, is to have the 8x10 because you won't have to cut anything down, the 3/4 inch finishing tape, a ruler, a rotary cutter, and I've got some scissors that I use for sticky cross stitch, so they're marked so that I know they're sticky. And we found this 8x10 frame at Hobby Lobby, and we think it looks great with all of these pieces. So I'm going to show you how to use the 8x10 frame, and we have a link to it to Hobby Lobby in the description. So let's get started. The first thing you will do is take your sticky board, open it. In your package you get one board. You're going to peel off the adhesive. I like to use batting on my sticky board so that there won't be any wrinkles on the front of your piece. And then I'm just going to cut the batting around so it's the same size. And I'm using an 80-20 batting. I think that is the perfect thickness. I think 100% cotton would be too thin and polyester would be too thick. So now we're going to figure out how much bigger the piece is to the board, and we're going to make some markings. Now each time you make one of these they're going to be slightly different, so you'll count each time. Each month is not exactly the same, but they're very close. So I'm going to put the board on the very edge, and I'm going to count how many squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that means to make it even, there should be 4 squares on this side and 4 squares on this side. So on the wrong side, I'm going to just draw a line. This is a friction pin. It will disappear with heat later, but also it's going to be on the edge of your piece. You'll never even see it. And this is going to help you align your board to the back, just to give you kind of a starting point. We'll do the same thing for the top and the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So about 9 squares over on the top and bottom. And you will adjust. This is just kind of a starting point. It'll just help you get started. And just remember each month is a different size slightly. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim around my piece, and I'm going to trim 2 inches away from the lines. And you can see that there's not very much waste. You're going to use most of your fabric. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to be putting the piece like this and folding it over. You can either lace the back, which I think is super difficult, or you can use our cross stitch finishing tape, and the skinnier 3/4 inch size is the best one to use. And what you will do is put some tape on the top and the bottom, not all the way to the edge. Just put some on the top, the bottom, and then the sides. And don't worry about the corners yet. And probably the most difficult part of this project is going to be pulling the sticky tape off. And I did iron my piece before I started, and I just did a gentle press. Then you're going to take these So to make it easy, we're just going to do the top and bottom first, not the sides yet. So now I'm going to put my piece right side down, put the batting touching the back, and you just lay your sticky board with those corners that you drew, and it's just a guess, and you can stick and replace. But what I'm going to do is make sure at the top and the bottom, I'm going to look to make sure that the lines are straight across here. And I'm going to pull down. I'm not going to stick too hard. I'm just going to kind of stick part of the tape, not the whole thing, because I want to see how it looks first. And I'm not pulling it really tight. I'm just pulling it gently. And then I'm going to kind of look at the front and the back, see if it looks even. It looks even, but I'm going to stick it in the frame next to see how it looks. So on the back of the frame, I'm going to use my scissors to pull these up because these are really difficult to do and they will hurt your fingers. And you can take the frame, you can take the glass out or leave the glass in. I prefer to leave the glass in. I'm not finished, I'm just checking out how it looks. I'm going to turn it over, and it looks pretty straight. It looks like it needs to be a tiny bit tighter on the edges, and that's because I haven't done the sides yet. So actually I got it right the first time. So what I'm going to do is just pull this taut. Just make sure it's, now that it's looking correct, do that. And then I'm going to pull the sticky tape off of the sides. And then I'm going to pull this over taut, but I'm not pulling it. Do the same thing. And then you can just either push these in or you can sticky tape them down. So I'm going to just cut off some tape, and you can actually just do this if you want. You can actually just leave that on there. and that's just gonna hold down the corners. And I'm not gonna put any fabric on it or anything because nobody is gonna see the back. Put it in your frame. On this frame, there's not a top in the bottom. You can cover the back with fabric if you would like, but this one has hangers on the back. And just as a reminder, this is how May looks, and you're gonna love the colors we have chosen for this club. Make sure to sign up for the Snapshots Cross Stitch Club at Fat Quarter Shop, and we'll see you next time.